Teague, who did not play back on December 23rd. Josh Okogie, the all-star in the middle. Karl Anthony Towns.
23rd, it was Andrew Wiggins who had a solid game. And as Nick
Anthony Towns, this is what he likes to do. He can play outside, inside, with the shot clock dwindling. Wiggins has to fire it up, and it's good. That is a deep.
The Timberwolves deep into the shot clock, and a tough shot like that. I found if Wiggins would be able to make that all night.
George off the feed from Westbrook.
He took, what, 9 shots in that ball game.
Gibson steps through the double team, stays with it, and somehow got it up. This Minnesota team coming off of back-to-back wins as Towns follows his own miss. Now Teague wants to line up a 3, and he knocks it down.
That one.
It's a big problem on Sunday as well against Washington, which the Wizards shot 13 more field goal attempts.
He's out of the ball game for now.
2 fouls. George kicks it back outside. Ferguson off the dribble. That's good. Get the leader. The Thunder just having a hard time collecting the basketball.
Well, not as hard as the Timberwolves are trying to score right now. You'll take that as well.
Adams off the bounce pass from Westbrook, and it danced back.
And Wiggins does the same thing. Contact.
Can George keep it alive? He does. Down low. Banks it in. Sunday against Washington. Thunder with the early lead, but Wiggins, who seems to never miss. Westbrook had it taken away. And now Teague with a clear path down the other way.
Because he wants Wiggins to get more opportunities out in transition. We've seen it here early, guys. A couple early buckets for Wiggins.
Missed by Gorgie Jang, and then the tip in by Saric. He was just all by himself as well. That's like a 4-point swing.
Grant, but he couldn't quite get it off the floor. Saric, the deep post on Schroeder. With a lot of time left to go in the first quarter. Here's Adams. A move and a dunk for Adams. 1:08 left to go in the first quarter. Paul George trying to get around that screen, but Wiggins off the dribble and again knocks it.
Not going to block his shot at the rim. And almost a deflection by the Thunder.
Saric, he can knock that down from the outside, and he does. Get that loose ball on the baseline.
And really good defense that time by Nerlens Noel.
And Diallo on the baseline soars up for the. Yeah, it always kind of surprises you when it's a non-3 is Schroeder.
Under him, sea legs, as we always say, folks. Thunder just came out of 10 games. Well, 6 games in 10 days.
Saric steps into that one. Offensive rebound by Towns. That's going to count and one.
Up in the air, too, like a soccer player, like he had just gotten fouled. You know when they don't get fouled?
Oh, how about the drive by Schroeder, but Nerlens, no. See, there's the activity. There's just nothing easy out there on this particular possession, and then the Thunder bail him out with
that shot clock defense.
Boy, how about that execution? Dennis Schroeder. And Nerlens.
If anything, don't call anything on that play.
Well, again, the Thunder going to have a hard time here as Towns spun away from Noel.
He's one of those versatile guys. He can play a 3, 4, or a 5.
Another dunk, though.
Ready to 6 here in the quarter. Just 5 only in the first.
Well, the Thunder got to find a way to find some easy
on that play.
It's one of those big man moves where you try to take advantage of the smaller player. Adams off the feed from Adams, the hedge, but it leaves the lane open. All movement by T-Wolves. And that is
in these set pieces.
Paul George in the corner. He'll try to line up the 3, and he does. Westbrook lost it, but Adams getting it right back to him. And Westbrook right there for the loose change.
That shooting percentage is starting to come down a little bit for the Timberwolves.
George slides across the lane and got it to drop in tonight. 6 out of 12, 50%. Ball movement, that's an open 3 for Wiggins, who continues to.
They want to work very hard, but.
Westbrook. Boy, thought he had an opening down the lane. That's a 3 from Ferguson. See if the Thunder go 2 for 1. George comes right back down and gives.
Second difference between the shot clock and game.
Gotta find a way to slow down Wiggins. Off the dribble. Oh my goodness. Which led the Thunder. As Adams immediately goes to work in the lane. How about that, Adams? They walled him off pretty good.
And because of that, it gave Grant a nice wide open look.
Boy, Karl Anthony Towns, every time 7-foot frame to get it up over just about anybody.
And that's why it never gets blocked.
Oh, Jeremy Grant. Wiggins still feeling it.
And the next closest guy to him is out of the ball game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Great feed, and they take advantage of
tonight. Steven Adams showing you those Adams family values.
And Wiggins right back.
Here's Ferguson.
Ferguson follows his own miss. George lines it up and knocks it down.
Wiggins, he's not in the game. Karl Anthony Towns.
Westbrook again finds his teammate. Ferguson again. Quarter number 3. This has been another contested battle between these two teams. Usually we see a team that doesn't turn it over very often, just the 8th of the night. Westbrook, the second in a row. It's like the Westbrook Express all of a sudden leaving the depot. And some emotions starting to run high here in Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder. Tyus Jones, 4-year man at Duke. Swings it over to Saric, who ties things up. Back outside to Tolliver. Boy, the Timberwolves can take a rest. George, faked right, went left. Jones gets it and unloads another 3. That's what the crowd was calling for. The cut by Saric, and he scores inside.
You know, what's a foul and what's not. You just have to kind of play through it.
Westbrook, they're going to go right back to Towns. Adams has been doing a good job of not committing his 4th or 5th foul, and it's a 4-point. Offensive rebounds were a problem against Washington. 16. Westbrook, the drive and the finish. To George on the outside. 2 defensive players collapse on him. It's kind of treatment that he gets. Westbrook gives it right back to Adams for the throwdown.
Cut into that deficit.
Well, it's one thing, Michael, because the Thunder are forcing misses like that. Oh, what a block from Grant. Came over and just swatted away Wiggins. Now Adams off the dish for one. Forcing a lot of misses from the Timberwolves here in this quarter. Towns flicks the wrist and answers back with a 3.
Anthony Towns.
Been making ridiculous big shots all night. George springs free, and he comes back and drop it. How about the Thunder coming out with the basketball? Westbrook gives OKC the lead with his first 12. Wiggins and Towns. Wiggins with the basketball in his hands. Takes the pull-up jumper, and there he is. Schroeder makes his move. Kick out over the corner. George had it blocked by.
A good defense. He was Thunder right now. You got plenty of time here.
And Westbrook rebound the basketball. Wiggins trying to turn the corner on George. Outside of Koji. That 3 is good. Ball inbounded to Jones. Jones knocked out immediately. They give him a double team. And then we get a traveling call.
And I was about to say, he's got 8 seconds to get that ball over the floor. But he can
make a move quick. Westbrook down low. Now in the corner. Off the dribble, the 3. Offensive rebound, Adams. Westbrook with 4. Off the dribble, 3. No good. The follow. George caught in midair. No good. And the Minnesota Timberwolves, for the 2nd time this season, take down Oklahoma City.